All right, so we have the perfect makeup tag here, created by, well, I don't know if they created it, but I'm pretty sure it was started by Patty Alonso and Morgan Turner, because they're the first two I seen do the tag. Get my stuff all ready here. I have a lot. And so I will tag their videos in it, and then they have tags in their videos as well. So anyway, it's called the perfect makeup tag. And when I was going through and doing this, because there's 10 questions, I was choosing from high-end and drugstore too, because I also went for the things I go for first, that I would reach for first, but I didn't want to try anything new, you know? So the first question is, which primer creates the perfect base? For me, that would be these two right here. We have Farsali Skin Tune Blur. Love it. This is a repurchase. And then from drugstore I chose was the Hard Candy Fix It Serum Hydrate Skin. Love it. We definitely repurchase again. And then for our second question is, foundation has the perfect finish? For me currently, what I would go for is the Fenty Beauty. It's the Ease Drop Blur Skin Tint. I loved using this and would definitely go for this firsthand, if you ask me. And then for my drugstore one, I picked the Oma Beauty, because technically I got it in the drugstore. Would be the Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation, because I loved using this. So these would be my two I would go for this year for my perfect makeup. And then for the third one is Concealer has the perfect coverage. I just wrote it down as conceal on the paper. That's how I read it. For me, that would be so far my collection would be the Dior Forever Skin Correct. I am absolutely loving using this. I've had it out in 2 of my Shop My Stash weeks. Love it. And the other one would be the Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito. Easy to work with. Perfect. It is a little too light, but when I use it with my darker foundations, gorgeous. So that would be those. So many products. You'll tell which ones I had troubles finding stuff for or deciding on. And so, and setting powder to give the perfect blur, for me, currently, would be these two. We have NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Mattifying Powder. Love it. I didn't pick a finishing powder because I have 2 finishing powders so far. 3. And I am currently stuck on the Pat McGrath one I just tried and the Hourglass, and I just used up a good one that I liked. So I didn't choose finishing, I just did setting. And the other one would be the Urban Decay All Nighter Translucent setting powder, loose setting powder. Those would be my 2 for that. And then this has bronzer with the perfect undertone. Well, honestly, I totally went for, if you watch my videos, you know, should know, or maybe you don't know, that's okay, is the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in the shade Bronze. I absolutely love this bronzer. It is my second one. This one was a gift from a friend. Love it. I hit pan and used up my other one. And then one I picked from the drugstore, hands down, didn't have a problem picking this, was the L'Oreal Paris Bronze Please Latera shade 3. I absolutely love this. I do have a concave going on right in here. This is just a big daddy bronzer. She gonna take a minute to use up, but this is perfect undertone for me, for my skin tone. Blush, perfect shade blush. This was easy too. Is the Will Powder Perseverance blush. Absolutely love this. This reminds me of the NARS Orgasm blush, but better. So that was an automatic pick right there. No doubt in my mind. And for high end, the thing that came to my mind when I thought perfect blush was the KVD Poppy Everlasting Blush. This is what came to my mind when I thought that perfect blush. What's this one? Why, you ask? I don't even know, but this is just what hit that spot. So that's what I picked out. I wasn't just picking things to pick things. I was going by like what I remember that I loved, that I would absolutely hands down have in my collection to use forever. That's what came to my mind with perfect makeup. You know, the people who use the same things over and over and over and don't want to change their stuff up, you know. Okay, so highlighter perfect finish would be, for me, for drugstore, would be the Catrice More Than Glow highlighter in shade Supreme Rose Beam. If you don't have this in your collection, by golly, do you need this? One of the best drugstore highlights ever. God, you see that? Blinding. I love this so much, I picked up the other shade. And then for high-end, I chose the Milk Makeup Flex Highlighter in the shade Iced, and do highlight palettes, so I wasn't cheating. Look at that, when you just want like that skin tone highlight. Boom, settle, perfect. Here's where it got hard. It's Lipstick Perfect Formula. Man, do I have lipsticks for days. Now, I don't own a lot of drugstore lipsticks, so, you know, it is what it is on that category. I will show you some of my favorite lipstick formula brands. So we have MAC as the Love Me lipsticks. This is As If I Care. I love how creamy this is. It's a great lasting formula. But I overall really love MAC lipsticks in general, no matter what formula it is. So, And then we have this Catrice Semi-Matte lipstick. Oh my God. I love this. They're semi-matte, gorgeous. Great coverage on the lips. I would hands down buy more of these. I just haven't yet. And I picked Melt. They're ultra matte lipstick. These things are great. They don't even go matte. They just stay creamy, but they last. That's it. So they're not really matte. I know it says ultra matte, but they don't really go down matte for me. So I don't know where they get the ultra matte from on that, but that's that. And then we have Huda Beauty. This would be my perfect metallic lipstick formula, which I wish they had a whole range of these. But I was able to get my hands on this After Party metallic lipstick. God, do you see that? I wish they had like 20 shades. They don't. I don't think they make these anymore. Sad, sad, sad. And then we have another drugstore. Is the Airlight Joa lipstick in the shade Jet Setter. This is like powder soft. Is this even on my lips kind of shade, you know? So there's that. And the last one, because I don't own a lot of different liquid lipstick brands, but 90% of, probably about 80% of my collection is JSC Liquid Lippies. I just really like his liquid lippies. Obviously, not all shades are created equal from him. Some don't last as long, some last forever in a decade. That's that. Here's the hard part, guys. This is where the hard part kicked in. When it started asking me the palette questions. So number 9 is palette has perfect shimmers. You know what? A lot of palettes have the gray shimmers, but what came to my mind when I thought perfect shimmers was the Tarte's Pearl Remix. I solely keep this palette around just for the shimmers. I love these shimmers in here. Love them. It has 3 mattes, but I don't ever use the 3 mattes. I usually pull this out with another palette with mattes and use this because I love the shimmers in this palette. And that's the only palette I picked for perfect shimmers. That tells you anything. And then for number 10, its palette has perfect color story. Oh, this was so hard. I love them all. Okay? So I just picked out ones I've been gravitating towards, that my eyes went towards. I didn't go by formula. I went for Color Story. And that would be the Melt Cosmetics Impulse Palette. How can you not like this Color Story? If you're new here, I didn't hit pan. She had a terrible tragedy in the mail. Same with that shade. But that's okay, there's plenty enough to use. No need to make a fuss about it. It happens, it just helped me hit pan. So I'm too lazy to call, do a customer service, refund, return. No thank you. I'll just use her a little busted. She's still beautiful. But love it. It's like grunginess to perfection. And I love a good grunge palette. I did pick ColourPop Fade into Hue, because this is like the perfect light rainbow palette I have. I love it. The freaking, even the pressed shimmers in there are gorgeous and last. There's no any fallout. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 pressed shimmers in here, and I love all 4 of them. Perfect color scheme. And I picked like 5 palettes. I couldn't decide, so I cheated. There was not just one. So we have the Be Perfect Carnival 3 palette, Love Tahiti. Like the perfect bright rainbow. Beautiful. Shimmers are about half. Not the best shimmers I've ever used. What's going on with that shade? Or does it look weird? Maybe just how it looks on mine. Anyhow, just know I love rainbows. I love grunge. I like a mix of grunge and rainbows, grunge and brights, grunges, darks, you know what I mean? I'm all over the place. A good nude. And then I also picked out the Michaela Glam Light palette, because look at that grungy section. Nudies, some cute brights, pastels, shimmers. Gorgeous. Now I know some people don't like this palette. That is okay. You could not like any of the palettes I chose. That's okay. That's how makeup is. That's what makes makeup fun. We all love and despise different things, you know? And then for the last one I picked was the super bougie one. This is so bougie for me, okay? Was like, how can I not put this in this video? I love this. Did I have a hard time working with this one? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, did I like the looks that I came out with? Yes, I did. So, I don't know. This is just, oof. Every time I look at it, I see looks I would like to do with it. That is my perfect makeup tag. I'm sure this will be changing probably a year. So if you'd like me to revisit it, let me know, because I can. Same questions with different products, or maybe it's changed up some, you know? Kind of like a check-in. Yeah, what's your perfect makeup? Do you have that perfection face all over the place? Let me know. Thanks for, oh yeah, if you're wondering, I tried to do the reverse cat eye. I don't know how I did, but it's okay. It doesn't look bad. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.